What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today what I have for you guys, we're going to be talking about the Modern Warfare 3 open beta, the early access. Downloads are now available, and I'm going to go through the process and show you how to properly download the game because it's actually a little bit confusing. Also talk about different things that you can expect from the beta in terms of gameplay, how to get some beta codes, and much more. If you do find the video informative and helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any Call of Duty news and updates. Also, a reminder, I did upload a video earlier going over the brand new Warzone map, the new POIs, and much more details in regards to that. So I highly recommend you check out that video if you are a Warzone player. Anyways, with all that being said, let's go ahead, let's get into it. So we have a big update that's going to be coming in, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But right now, we did receive a small playlist update just the other day that has updated the menu for Modern Warfare 3. They do have a countdown now available at the top of the screen, letting you know that the beta is going to be live. Depending on your platform, it could say in a couple days if you're on PlayStation, or it could say a little bit more if you're on PC or on Xbox. So it really depends on your platform, and I believe if you've pre-ordered, because it may give you the open beta dates and then the closed ones as well. Now, if you scroll down to Modern Warfare 3, there is now an extra tab. It says open beta, pre-order Modern Warfare 3 and get early access to the open beta and more, and it'll tell you live October 12 at 12 p.m. and it'll say pre-order to play. The time will change depending on the platform, as I've already mentioned. These are the release dates that we have for the beta in itself. I've already covered this in multiple videos, but this is just a screenshot just to showcase what the beta dates are. So depending on your platform and the times that you'll be able to play. But other than that, PlayStation Game Size ended up tweeting out saying that the update 1.26 for PS5 and 1.26 for the PS4 have been added to the database, and this game is no longer called Modern Warfare 2. So if you have Modern Warfare 2 downloaded, it's no longer going to be called that anymore. It's actually going to be called Call of Duty HQ. What this is it's basically going to be an app that's going to hold Modern Warfare 2, it's going to hold Warzone, and it's going to hold Modern Warfare 3 in it, as well as future Call of Duty titles as they come out from now on. So before you even think about downloading the beta, you are going to be required to download Call of Duty HQ. Most of you guys, if you have MW2 installed already, then you are good to go. If you don't, you will need to go into the PlayStation Store, the Xbox Store, and download that and make sure you get it done, because it's a very large app and it's around 108 gigabytes. So if you come out the day of the beta and you have to download a 100 gigabyte update even before you start the download for the beta in itself, you're going to be a little bit disappointed. So you need to start this download a little bit earlier if you don't have MW2 installed already. So just to break the confusion, just think about it like COD HQ is the big umbrella, and within it, there's going to be MW2 in the app, there's going to be Warzone in the app, and then there's also going to be Modern Warfare 3 within the app. So you need to have the big umbrella to download everything else inside of it. Now let's talk about the Modern Warfare 3 beta itself and the early access download that is available for a lot of players. So they also ended up adding 2 packs. You have the Modern Warfare 3 Beta Pack 1, which is going to be 24.8 gigabytes for the PS5. If you're on Xbox or Steam, it is going to be a different file size download. So it might be a little bit larger, it might be a little bit smaller, not exactly sure, give or take like 10 gigabytes. And then there's also a second pack called Beta Pack number 2, which is available for PS5 at 1 megabytes, which is the license checker to make sure that you are able to play the beta. The good thing is Beta Pack number 2 is available for you to download now. So a lot of players on Xbox especially are able to download it early, and it says it's like 10.11 megabytes. So it is going to be a little bit different varying file size in terms of the platform you're on, but you are able to download this one now. But I believe around a couple hours before the beta actually releases in whatever platform you're on, so on PlayStation for this upcoming weekend, before it officially releases, you are going to be able to download it, which is going to be around 25 gigabytes, and you'll be able to get that download a little bit earlier, so that way when the game actually launches, you'll be prepared and ready to go as soon as the beta is live. So make sure you download the COD HQ if you want to get there early, because you don't want to download 100 gigabytes on the day that the beta is available. So get that out of the way before the actual beta download goes live in itself. Now let's talk about the actual content you're going to be able to play and try out in the MW3 beta. As of right now, we're not exactly sure which maps are going to be available. Call of Duty did mention that Rust was going to be unlocked during COD Next, so that might be one of the potential maps that we are going to have access to once the beta rolls out the day after COD Next. And then another thing is that in the MW2 beta, we saw a total of 4 different maps available in the beta itself, so you can probably expect around 4 to 5 depending on how generous they are with that. And then for the modes, we ended up receiving 6 different modes. We had TDM, we had Domination, Search and Destroy, Prisoner Rescue, Knockout, and Third Person Mosh Pit. You can expect that the majority of these modes are going to stay the same. They usually only do add core modes such as TDM, Domination, S&D. These you can expect. There might be a new mode. For example, we know that Cutthroat is a thing that's going to be coming in, which is basically like Gunfight, but it's going to be 3v3v3. So this might be one of the new modes that they might want to try and test out and let people have a chance at. So that could potentially be something else that we're also going to get. And then another thing is the level cap. That is most likely going to be level 50, which is the same as the MW2 beta. And as we've seen, every 5 levels that you ended up ranking up, you ended up getting some sort of beta rewards. There were operators, blueprints, calling cards, charms, and different things like that. They haven't given us an official list of exactly what rewards you can expect and what items you're going to get from that, which we're probably going to get a couple days before the beta, probably at COD Next. We might get an announcement for that, so I'll cover that for you guys once we know exactly what those rewards are. But you can definitely expect that there's going to be some sort of a weapon blueprint, some sort of operator skins, and things like that that you're going to be able to unlock for being able to participate in the beta earlier before the official launch in the game. That will carry on over to the official game in itself. The only thing that usually gets reset is going to be your level. All that resets, but the rewards that you gain throughout the process are going to be maintained and carried on over. And just a reminder, the levels are going to be reset in Modern Warfare 3, and they're going to have a completely different leveling system than they did with MW2. So don't think that if you're like a level 1000 in MW2, you're going to continue that on in MW3, because that's also going to be reset as well. Last thing I want to talk about is how to get access to the MW3 beta in itself. Now, the good news is everyone is going to be able to play the beta, whether you pre-ordered the game or not. If you didn't pre-order the game, you still will be able to play the beta. You just will have half the time that everyone else will. For example, if you are on PlayStation and say the first 2 days they end up having the closed beta, that you won't get access to unless you pre-ordered the game and got a beta code in itself. And then the following days after that, you'll be able to actually play it and join in with everyone else. Although obviously you'll be at a disadvantage in terms of levels and things like that. And then weekend 2, it's going to be open beta for PlayStation. So if you're on PlayStation, the first 2 days are usually closed for Xbox and PC. But if you're on PlayStation and didn't pre-order, you'll be able to play those 2 days, no problem. And then the other 2 days for Xbox and PC, if you didn't pre-order, you'll be able to play those. So if you're on Xbox and PC, you literally only get 2 days if you don't pre-order the game. But if you're on PlayStation, you get to play almost every single day except the first 2 days. So it really depends on the platform and if you pre-ordered the game or not. Now, some ways that you can get a beta code other than pre-ordering is to try and get them from local stores. So for example, the EE store is giving them out to members, which I've already talked about in videos. I'll link it down in the description. All you have to do is click claim beta code. You try and get it. It may work, it may not work. I still haven't gotten a beta code for that. Another thing is if you are a part of Xfinity and you have Xfinity Internet, you can also go into the reward section. They end up giving Modern Warfare 3 beta codes as well. There might be other promotions and other things. For example, COD Next, they're probably going to give out a bunch of different beta codes. You may get a chance to win it from like a giveaway or something like that. Then there's also the viewership rewards. I remember they did a raffle for that. Some of you guys may have gotten an email and you haven't seen the email saying that you ended up winning a beta code. So make sure you check your emails if you ended up trying to submit for the raffle for the viewership rewards that we ended up getting for the World Series of Warzone. Anyways, that's all that I got for you guys in today's video. If you guys found the video helpful, consider hitting that subscribe button so you always stay up to date on the latest Call of Duty news and updates. Anyways, it's been your boy Chidzo, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back on the channel again. Peace.